Hello guys, this is Lit here, and today's like day 2 recap. I couldn't make a day 1 recap. I'm super exhausted on day 1, so this is a day 2 recap. And this league, I'm started a little bit late, so the progression is a little bit slow. But this is day 2. Get almost all my favorite slot. I think I just need 3 map: Twilight Temple, Coast Trial, and Project Cloister. That's the only 3 map that I haven't done, but all of them, any other else is already finished. So for the gear, I do a little bit change. So let's talk about it. And bow is basically the same thing. What you're looking for is like triple elemental. This one is tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. It's not super great. This is like 800 LE DPS. This is good enough for T16, but you definitely want more than this. And rare for the helmet, this is garbage. Move boots, garbage. I just need strength here. Chest is pretty good because it's a sling. I found this one, so that's a little bit lucky on this one. This is I found in campaign. I'm still using until now, and I buy this Hemming. I buy this one like I think 450 to 60 C, and amulet will be always highly truth. This is like 5 C, very cheap but very powerful. And the quiver is abysmal too. So there's a lot of gear that I need to fix. For the belt, I decided to go for Prison Wave. This one going to provide you with a lot of damage and some resistances, which is good enough. And for the glove, I do try something a little bit. Usually I will go for Shadow and Dust. This will give you critical strike chance and multiplier, which is going to help you when you transition to crit. But this I try with Tanuahi. This is actually pretty good. The reason for that one is because the onslaught program is very consistent, and adrenaline sometimes coming out from time to time. It's not happened too often, but adrenaline is very good in terms of DPS. So before I go into like red map, I probably prefer to do with Tanuahi. But after you decide to go for full mapping, I think I probably will go for Shadow and Dust. Shadow and Dust I think is a lot better with the Rampage. For the flash, I roll a little bit. It is nothing crazy. I go for Diamond, Quicksilver, and Jade Flash. I probably have to remove one of these two. And for the Flash, you can actually roll immunity to blood, corrupted blood, and bleeding. This will help you. For me, I'm taking care of that with the jewel here that by corrupted blood cannot inflict it on you. This is not necessary, but for me, this is a very nice QOL. For the passive tree, this is the passive tree that I end up with. This is I'm level 90. The next one is probably Clustered Jewel. If I get Clustered Jewel, I'm probably going to drop this bottom section here. This slot is for Inspired Learning. Probably after this, I will have to farm quite a lot of currency for the Inspired Learning. Having Inspired Learning on Legion will help a lot. I don't think there's anything weird anymore that I do with this. This is pretty standard tree. And oh yeah, for Ascendancy, I decided to go for our Assassin. So I buy this Forbidden Flesh and Forbidden Flame. This is for assassins. I think this one is around, one of them is 20 to 30 C. One of them is like 60 C, something like that. So I buy both of them. And the reason I go for assassin, this is kind of experimental. I just want to try because it gives critical strike chance and it does give you power charge on crit. It's going to help with some socket pressure. And the crit and the power charge is actually really good. It helps a lot when you decide to move the crit. But Trickster will definitely provide more DPS. So it's a matter of preference, but I will suggest go for Assassin just because it's going to help you a lot with the crit, and early on getting crit is actually pretty hard to get. For the Ascendancy, this is still Berserker and Deadeye, but on the campaign, I do actually try going for Berserker first. And going to Berserker first, I think is a way to go. It gives you more DPS on the campaign until you get the Deadeye, and I think for now on, I will go for Berserk first, and after that, go for Deadeye. Yeah, I think that's the only change that I did for the build. The build functioned just fine. The same with last league. You have enough DPS to like clear T16 pretty fast, but you kind of struggle with survivability. And this is why we have all the special suppression mastery. This is like 80% with lucky. This one helps pretty good. And for the physical, I will definitely have to fix this one. I supposed to get the physical conversions to elemental from, I think, Grafficious for the body armor. And there's a one for the helmet. So that's two things that you definitely need to go for. I haven't get that one yet, so that's one thing that I have to fix. That will help a lot with the physical damage. The other things is if you want more defense, I run Anger. This is because I always want more DPS. But if you want to have more survivability, you can go for Grace. Grace will provide you with more defense. The thing is, with Ranger, your survivability is also helps with your offense. So the more mobs you kill on the map, the more survivability you will gonna have. So with Ranger, the playstyle is a little bit different in terms of that. So in paper, this is very squishy character, and it is squishy, but if you can kill most of the monster before they can hit you, I mean, you pretty much safe. And yeah, I think that's about the update for this one. Like I said, the progress is a little bit slower, but I farmed a little bit of currency already. This is like 200 chaos, 1 divine, and I think in total I probably farmed like 5-6 divine. It's not too crazy. It's a little bit low actually, but I haven't got really too much on farming, and the plan is after this I will probably do a lot more farming sessions. And for the Atlas tree, this is the Atlas tree that I start with. So I'm running into the unwavering visions that I explained in the previous video, and then this is what I end up with. I unspec from the unwavering visions at some point after I get enough skill point, and then I grab some legions for some currency, and yeah, and I start to farm scarabs too. For the scarab, it's just so many of them, so it's a little bit harder to farm like a specific one. I try to get this essence node here, and it's helped a little bit, not too much, but I still end up having to buy scarabs. And scarab is also, there's not much stock yet. The supply seems to be a little bit slow to pile up because there's just so many variants of the scarabs. I think that's probably the reasons, but I don't know, that's just speculation on my part. And for the essence node, this is one thing I always go at the league start, because it just gives you a lot of resources. You can fix your gear, you can sell it from some currency, like all the chaos orb that I used to buy my watchstones, some of the Feffling slot, and this few stuff that I buy is come from essences. So, and there's still a bunch of essences that I haven't sold, and I'm not even farming that much, to be honest. So yeah, essences is really good early on, but I think after this I probably will stop using this tree and I will move to T16 Dune, and we will farming legions on the Dune. This is very standard. Legions for bow build is still one of the best farming strategy you can go with. And yeah, I think this is my next Atlas tree. Probably have to spend like a little bit, like few more days to farm some currency to have some meaningful upgrade. And yeah, I think this is all I have for you today. And this is all the upgrade. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it. And POB will be in the description too, if you guys want to see the POB. And yeah, so thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.